If I could hop into a time machine, find the younger me who was stumbling around, confused about women, overthinking every smile, every glance, one of the very first things I'd tell that guy is this: learn how to recognize when a girl is not interested in you. Because once you know that, you'll stop wasting your time. You'll stop draining your energy. And you'll know exactly when to walk away with your dignity intact. So, how do you know when she's not interested? Honestly, it's easier than you think. And if you give me the next 10 minutes, I'll teach you a skill that'll stick with you for life. Let's start with the first thing: the environment. When you meet a girl in an environment, you both share, and there has never been any romantic connection between you. The way to figure out if she's into you or not is simple. Compare her behavior with the environment you are both in. If her behavior matches what's normal for that environment, she's probably not interested. Here's what I mean. Picture this. You're at a cafe. The waitress smiles, treats you politely, maybe even remembers your order. Does that mean she's attracted to you? Of course not. She's just doing her job. Or, let's say you've got a female coworker who's always friendly and respectful. Does that mean she's secretly crushing on you? No, that's just how she treats people at work. Now flip it. Let's say that same coworker goes out of her way to stand by you, jokes with you, teases you, talks in a way that's a little too casual for the office setting. That breaking the normal work mode behavior, and that might mean she's interested. Same thing in school. You're in the same class, and she comes over just to poke you, hit your arm, or playfully mess around. That doesn't fit the classroom vibe, so it's probably interest. Here's the key. When we want someone's attention, we break the expected pattern. We do something unexpected. We step outside the rules of the setting. So, if she is just nice in a place where she is supposed to be nice, don't overthink it. That's not attraction. This rule works with personality types too. If she's naturally introverted, barely talks to anyone, but suddenly becomes social and chatty with you, that's a good sign. But if she's already an extrovert who talks to everyone, being nice to you is just business as usual. That's why I wanted to start here, because this one misunderstanding wastes so much time for so many guys. We confuse basic politeness for personal interest. And there's a reason for that. It's wired into our psychology. Back in caveman days, a man's role was to spread his genes far and wide, while a woman's role was to choose carefully. So if a man saw even the smallest sign, a smile, a friendly glance, it made sense to assume she was interested. If he was wrong, no big loss. But if he was right, he got to pass on his genes. Fast forward thousands of years, and we still have that same mental habit. We see tiny, meaningless signals and blow them up into proof she likes us. It's time to break that habit. From now on, apply the rule of the environment. If her behavior fits what's normal for the setting, it's just politeness. If it breaks that pattern in a way that seems aimed at you, then you might have something to work with. And remember, environment isn't just physical space, it's also context. Let's say you're helping her study for an exam or doing her a favor. If she's nice to you in that moment, it's probably because she needs your help, not because she's into you. Since we're talking about kindness, let's move to the second big sign. She's nice to you, but never tests you. I know, that sounds strange. On the surface, this feels like a green flag. She's polite, sweet, never gives you a hard time. So maybe she likes you? No, my friend, that's a trap. When a woman feels attraction, even just a little, she will test you. It's not calculated. It's instinct. She'll poke at your confidence, tease you, challenge something you said, throw in a bit of unpredictability. Why? Because her emotions are engaged. She's wondering, is this guy solid? Can I feel something around him? Is he really who he presents himself to be? But when there's no attraction, she stays calm, polite, even boring. It's like talking to a hotel receptionist. They'll laugh at your jokes, nod in all the right places, but it's just surface-level courtesy. No tension, no little sparks, No playful back and forth. And here's the thing. Most guys prefer this kind of girl at first. She feels safe. She doesn't challenge you or make you nervous. But that comfort is exactly why she's not interested. You're not triggering anything in her. So here's the simple way to think about it. Attraction shows itself in chaos. Indifference shows itself in calm. If she never questions you, never playfully mocks you, never interrupts, never pushes back, it's not because she's chill. It's because you're not important enough to stir a reaction. No tests, or no interest. So let us talk about these tests, because a lot of guys either miss them completely or misread them. The first sign you're not being tested, she agrees with everything you say. On the surface, this might look like a good thing. Wow, she totally gets me, she's on my wavelength. Nope, more often than not, that's actually a hidden red flag. When a girl is genuinely interested, not fake interested, not just being polite, she engages with you. She reacts. She'll challenge your ideas a little, tease you, playfully disagree. She wants to express herself honestly because your opinion matters to her. But when she's just nodding along with everything, it's not respect, it's apathy. She's not thinking deeply about what you're saying because she's not invested. She's keeping the conversation smooth, like a customer service rep making small talk to pass the time. Think of it like watching a show you're not really into. You might say, yeah, just to get through it. But if you love the show, you're shouting at the screen, pointing out details, reacting emotionally. Same thing here. If she's never debating, never joking back, never challenging you, she's not in it. She's just keeping the peace until the interaction ends. The real sign of connection isn't constant agreement, it's spark. So next time she's being a little too agreeable, ask yourself, is she vibing with me or just being polite until she disappears? Now, there's another angle to this nice but no tests rule. She never lightly criticizes you, never jokes at your expense, never tries to get under your skin on purpose. When a girl likes you, she wants to feel that little spark of tension. She wants to see how you handle a jab or a playful insult. That's why she might say things like, "You think you're smart, don't you?" Ugh, I hate guys who say that. Are those shoes even yours? Wow, that was such a dumb joke. Now, most guys panic when they hear stuff like this. They think, oh no, she's mad at me, she hates me. But that's not what's happening. She's watching your reaction. Do you get insecure? Do you over-explain yourself? Or do you just smile and roll with it, showing her you can't be rattled? That is the entire point of the test, to see if you can hold your frame when the pressure is on. If she's not into you, she won't bother. She won't risk stirring your emotions because she doesn't care enough to. She'll keep things polite, calm, boring. No teasing, no challenges, no emotional spikes, just neutral interaction. Because here's the truth. If she's not interested, she's already decided there's no tension to chase. Now, there is one exception to all of this, and that's when the girl is very unattractive and knows it. I'm not saying this to be cruel, just honest. When a woman doesn't see herself as desirable, her priority isn't testing you. It's making things easy so you'll stick around. She'll be overly nice, overly agreeable, and avoid any friction because she's afraid to scare you off. Everything I've told you so far about nice but no tests applies mostly to women who are attractive and at least somewhat confident in themselves. Now, before we move on, I want to make something clear. Spotting interest isn't top T about analyzing every little move like a detective. It's about seeing the patterns over time. One polite conversation doesn't mean she's not into you. But if it's always calm, always surface level, always free of playful tension, that's when you know. All right, let's move to the last sign. And honestly, the most important one. If a girl's not interested, it's obvious. Before making this video, I searched YouTube for similar topics and I was shocked. So many videos list signs that are painfully obvious. Like, if she never texts you first, she's not into you. Really? You need a video to tell you that? Here's the truth. If a girl's not interested, her actions will always tell you. The only reason you feel confused is because you want her to like you. That hope you're clinging to? That's what clouds your judgment. That's what makes you rewrite her cold behavior into excuses. She's probably just busy. Maybe she's shy. Maybe she's not ready yet. No, that's your brain trying to protect you from the truth. When a girl likes you, you feel it. You don't sit there wondering. She makes it easy. She responds quickly. She laughs at dumb stuff. She finds excuses to keep talking. She even argues with you sometimes, just for fun, because she enjoys that little spark. When she doesn't like you, you get politeness without warmth, replies without curiosity, a smile without any pull behind it. So let's finish this. When she's not interested, it's not complicated. You'll see the signs everywhere. You just won't want to believe them. She takes hours, maybe days, to respond. When she finally does, her replies are dry, short, and go nowhere. You tell her something personal and she says, "Oh, okay," like you just told her it might rain tomorrow. She's always busy, but somehow free for other people. Even when she agrees to meet, there's always a last-minute excuse. Family, school, work, sick, traveling, there's always something. And here's the part that hurts. You will notice you are the one doing all the work. You start every conversation. You check in. You ask how her day was. And if you stop, silence. She doesn't even notice you've gone quiet. The cruelest part? She's nice. She's not rude. She doesn't block you. She might even drop a ha-ha or aw now and then. That little hint of warmth keeps you hanging on. You tell yourself, if she didn't like me at all, she'd just say it, right? Wrong. Most women won't outright reject you unless you force them to. They don't slam the door. They just never open it all the way. And that's actually worse. They let you bleed out slowly, politely, quietly, until one day you realize you've been standing outside the whole time. I know what this feels like because I've been there. I talked to this girl who constantly forgot to reply. Days would go by without a word. When I'd finally bring it up, she'd say, "Sorry, I've been busy." And like a fool, I believed her. Then I'd see her online posting stories, replying to other people, going out, living her life. She wasn't busy. She just wasn't busy for me. What hurt most wasn't the rejection. It was the hope I kept alive. The belief that if I just became more interesting, more funny, more patient, she'd finally realize what she had in front of her. But she never did. And the day I stopped texting, she never checked. That was my answer. That S when I learned the rule that I am passing to you right now. If you have to guess how she feels, that's your answer. When a girl likes you, you don't have to decode anything. You feel it in the smallest ways. She remembers things you said. She double texts. She laughs too hard at your dumb jokes. She starts arguments over nothing just to keep you engaged. She wants your attention, even if it's in silly, childish ways. When she's not into you, it's the opposite. She finds excuses to drift away instead of reasons to stay close. So if she's always busy, always dry, never initiates, never invests, and you're still chasing, stop. Pause and remember this. You're not hard to love. You're just trying to be loved by the wrong person. Walk away with your dignity intact. Don't demand closure. The silence was your closure. She doesn't have to say she is not interested. She already said it with everything she didn't do. Brother, I know it's tempting to keep trying, to hold on to that tiny sliver of hope. But hope can be the slowest poison. The faster you let go of the wrong woman, the sooner you'll be free to meet the right one. Stay strong, keep your head high, and remember, the right girl won't make you guess. I love you, brother. See you in the next video.